Hi, I'm Sophie Atkinson from sophieatkinson.co.uk. In this video I'd like to tell you a little bit about the style of Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is a very still and quiet practice. There is a huge variation of different types of yoga, and Yin is very simple, very passive, very still and very quiet. It teaches us to slow down and to become present to our bodies, with our breath and also with our minds. It is a simple practice in as much as we hold very few postures and they're nearly all floor-based, for long periods of time. And just because it's simple though doesn't mean that it's easy. Yin can be very challenging because we are looking to experience a sort of mildly discomforting sensation, so that we can surrender into the sensation. So Yin Yoga targets our deep tissues, the connective tissue, which includes the bones, the joints, the cartilage, and is the deep fascial network of the body. So fascia runs throughout the entire body, it wraps around our muscles, it wraps around all of our organs. And when we're born, our fascia is very fluid, but over time it becomes drier. And as the fascia becomes drier, it begins to constrict, and so we become much tighter and much stiffer. So whilst all tissue needs exercise to be healthy, unlike muscles, which really love kind of rhythmic, repetitive, active kind of movements, connective tissue responds to much slower, more steady, kind of softening for long periods of time. So in Yin we are creating poses that help stress our joints in order for them to become more resilient, more supple and also stronger. So as I said, we hold floor-based poses. And because we're on the floor, and also we can use props, this sort of supports us to let go of our muscular holding so that we can really get the pressure into connective tissue and ligaments. And as I said there, we usually hold these for about 2 to 5 minutes at a time. So as we age, we get drier and we get stiffer, and we create poor postural habits, particularly these days with all of our screen time and our sedentary lifestyle. They say that sitting is the new smoking. So what we're doing with a Yin Yoga practice is we're essentially reversing the drying and the constriction of the fascia. So we're looking to create more mobility, more fluidity and more flexibility with our Yin practice. So Yin can be very calming, it can be very meditative. As I said, we spend a long time in the poses. We focus on the breath, we focus on the sensations that come up, and that can be physical sensations, it can be mental sensations or even emotional sensations. But even though it looks quite simple and it looks like there's not very much happening, there below the sort of exterior of a long held Yin pose, there is all sorts of stuff coming up. So whilst the sensation is present, it's not always completely comfortable. So Yin is quiet and it's still, so it's generally quite a cooling practice. So I would always recommend having some layers on and maybe a pair of warm socks at hand. I've mentioned props already. Whilst I use bolsters and blocks, at home you can just use blankets and cushions and pillows, and it's a really nice idea to have a large selection of props available to you, so you can just pull them in as and when you need to and keep yourself nice and warm and cozy as well. So if you're looking for a practice to help increase your circulation, your mobility and your flexibility, and also to help still the chatter of the mind, then Yin Yoga may well be for you. So please do see my website, sophieatkinson.co.uk, for details of all my online live classes. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you again soon.